What if I told you that the slot machines lighting up every casino floor aren't there to make you rich? They're designed to quietly drain your wallet. Former casino insiders say that behind the flashing lights and cheerful sounds hides a ruthless algorithm, one that decides exactly how much you'll lose before you even press spin. In today's video, we're pulling back the velvet curtain on 9 slot machines you should never play. The ones ex-employees say are built to take, not pay. Stick around until the end because the final one isn't just a scam, it's legal daylight robbery. Number 9. The airport slots, Vegas's first trap. Imagine this. You step off your plane in Las Vegas, the desert sun blazing, your heart racing with excitement. Before you even grab your luggage, you hear it. That cheerful ding 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 of slot machines waiting right by your gate. It feels harmless, almost welcoming. But ex-casino workers say these machines are the worst odds in the entire city. And they're right. Airport slots, especially those at McCarran International, now Harry Reid Airport, have one job: to catch impulsive travelers. According to Nevada Gaming Control Board data, these machines typically pay back just 85% of the money played, far below the 90 to 92% payout range you'll find on the Strip and the 94 to 96% rates downtown. That difference might seem small, but it's enormous over time. On $100 spent, you're already guaranteed to lose $15 more before you even hit your hotel. Former attendants revealed another secret. These airport machines are deliberately set tighter because they don't have to compete for players. There's no free drink service, no casino atmosphere, just trapped travelers with time to kill and leftover change to burn. And for the airport authority, it's a gold mine. Reports show these slots bring in over $25 million a year, almost pure profit, mostly from people who haven't even unpacked their bags yet. So why do they stay so popular? Because they're convenient, comforting, and deceptively cheerful. The sounds, the colors, the slogans like "Welcome to Vegas" are psychological bait. And every spin before baggage claim reminds the city the house always wins, even before you check in. But if you think the airport slots are sneaky, wait until you see what's hiding inside the casinos themselves. Machines that disguise terrible odds as bonus games that look too good to be true. Number 8. The Wheel of Fortune slots, flash, fame, and false hope. It's the most recognizable slot machine in the world. The bright spinning wheel that calls out "Wheel of Fortune" in booming TV show style. But behind that nostalgic jingle lies one of the biggest profit machines in casino history. For the house, not for you. Former casino technicians have revealed that Wheel of Fortune slots, especially the progressive jackpot versions, are among the tightest and most psychologically manipulative games ever built. Players are drawn to the giant, colorful wheel, the sound of cheering crowds, and the fantasy of hitting that $1 million spin. But what most don't realize is that the odds of landing that jackpot are roughly 1 in 50 million, worse than winning the Powerball if you only buy a few tickets. The design itself is a masterclass in illusion. Every spin feels close. You see the wheel just miss the jackpot wedge by an inch. But that's not luck. That's deliberate engineering. The wheel isn't truly random. It's controlled by a virtual real mapping system, meaning that the slot's computer decides when the big prizes appear, regardless of what the physical wheel shows. It's theater, not chance. And it works. According to IGT's own reports, the manufacturer of Wheel of Fortune slots, these machines account for over $3 billion in lifetime revenue. Why? Because the game feeds the illusion of almost winning. Casino psychologists have long noted that near misses trigger the same dopamine rush as real wins, keeping players hooked longer. Add in progressive jackpots shared across multiple casinos, and suddenly you're feeding a jackpot that may not pay out for years, while thousands lose a little every day. Former floor attendants say casinos intentionally place these machines near entrances or food courts, high traffic, high visibility areas, to lure players who just want to try one spin. But that one spin usually turns into 20, then 50, and before you know it, the wheel keeps spinning. Only your wallet stops. If you thought that was bad, the next one takes manipulation to an entirely new level. A machine designed to make you believe you're winning even while you're losing. Number 7. The penny slots, the cheapest way to go broke. They look harmless, cute, affordable. The penny slots, flashing with cartoon characters, movie tie-ins, and happy jingles, seem like the perfect way to play without losing much. But ex-casino employees call them the most dangerous machines on the floor. Why? Because penny slots are engineered to bleed you slowly, invisibly, and relentlessly. Here's the trap. You think you're betting 1 cent per spin, but in reality, each penny game can have up to 1,024 pay lines and minimum bets of 50 cents to $1.50 per spin just to activate the bonuses. And if you want to maximize your winnings, which the screen constantly encourages with flashing Bet Max buttons, you're suddenly betting $3, $5, or even $10 every spin on what's marketed as a penny game. You're not playing cheap, you're playing blind. According to Nevada gaming control data, penny slots have the lowest payout percentage of any machine type, averaging around 86% compared to 94 to 96% for dollar machines. That means for every $100 wagered, the casino keeps $14, more than double the margin of higher denomination slots. Yet these cheap machines consistently pull in the largest share of casino revenue, making up over 50% of all slot profits in Las Vegas. Former slot technicians describe how these machines use losses disguised as wins. The lights flash, the music cheers, and the screen celebrates, even when you've just lost money. For example, bet $2 and win 60 cents. The machine still explodes in celebration. Your brain registers a win, your wallet doesn't. Psychologists call this reinforcement illusion, and casinos rely on it. Casinos also cluster penny slots together in noisy, vibrant zones called penny pits, filled with flashing screens, low ceilings, and upbeat music to trap players for hours. They're designed to keep you comfortable and disoriented, one ex-floor attendant said. You're not supposed to realize how much you've spent until you're empty-handed. Penny slots make you feel thrifty, until you realize they've quietly drained hundreds. And that's exactly the point. Slow losses hurt less, but they add up to billions. But if you think penny slots are sneaky, the next machine hides something even worse. A bonus system that tricks you into chasing rewards that never actually pay. Number 6. The bonus feature slots, when winning isn't really winning. It starts with flashing colors, soaring music, and that magical word, bonus. You hit a special combination, and suddenly, the screen transforms. Coins rain down, the lights swirl, and you feel like you've unlocked a secret level. But according to former casino engineers, bonus feature slots are among the biggest psychological traps on the gaming floor. Why? Because the bonus is rarely a bonus at all. It's part of a sophisticated illusion designed to keep you spinning far longer than you ever planned. Here's the truth casinos don't tell you. Most of these machines, especially popular titles like Buffalo Gold, Lightning Link, or Dragon Link, have internal payout algorithms that redistribute your money rather than reward you. In other words, the slot often lowers your base payouts to fund those big, exciting bonuses. So, when you finally trigger one, you're mostly just winning back what you already lost. It feels like progress, but it's mathematical stagnation. Slot designers rely heavily on intermittent reinforcement, the same principle used in addiction studies. You never know when the next bonus will hit, and that uncertainty keeps you hooked. And when the bonus round finally arrives, it's choreographed for maximum dopamine release. Spinning wheels, free games, multipliers, all designed to make you feel like you're on a roll. But according to internal payout data shared by XIGT employees, bonus features only increase total return to player by about 1% or less. That big moment is pure theater, not fortune. Then there's the placement trick. These machines are usually positioned near aisles or casino entrances, with bright animations and crowd-pleasing sounds to draw attention. When one player hits a flashy bonus, everyone walking by assumes someone just hit it big. Social proof in action. But in reality, the machine is paying out far less than it takes in overall. "You think you're winning because the game keeps you busy," one former attendant said, "but the house is just recycling your money." Bonus feature slots make you feel smart, lucky, and in control. And that's exactly why they're dangerous. You're chasing a reward that the system carefully designed to never quite pay off. But if you thought flashy bonuses were bad, the next slot machine doesn't even try to hide it. It's built purely to make you lose faster, and it's sitting right in the middle of every major casino floor. Number 5, the high-limit slots, where the rich lose quietly. Walk past the velvet ropes, through the thick carpeted hallways, and you'll find it, the high-limit room. It's quiet, elegant, and eerily calm compared to the chaos of the main floor. No shouting tourists, no clinking beer bottles, just soft lighting, free champagne, and slot machines that promise serious rewards for serious players. But according to ex-casino hosts and techs, these are the most deceptively dangerous machines in the entire building. Here's the illusion. High-limit slots advertise bigger jackpots, higher payout percentages, and a more exclusive gaming experience. Many players, especially high rollers and professionals, believe that playing $25, $50, or $100 per spin gives them an advantage. But insiders say the truth is far less glamorous. Those higher returns are marginal, often only 1 to 2% better than regular machines. And the variance, how much you can lose before hitting a win, is astronomically higher. In plain English, you lose faster and the swings are brutal. Former IGT engineers describe how these high-limit machines are programmed to create a powerful illusion of almost winning. The lights flash longer, the reels slow down dramatically, and near-miss symbols, 2 jackpot icons with the third just 1 pixel above, appear more frequently than on low-stake games. It's not random, one ex-technician admitted. The software amplifies near misses because high-limit players are emotional. They chase the pain. The psychology is deliberate. Casinos know that people in these rooms aren't just gambling, they're performing. The environment is curated to make losses feel elegant. Plush chairs, fast drink service, VIP hosts whispering your name. Every detail is designed to disguise the fact that you're losing tens of thousands per hour. And because these players wager more, casinos extend enormous credit lines, ensuring that the fun doesn't stop until the player's bank account does. A former host at the Bellagio described it bluntly: high-limit rooms are where millionaires turn into ex-millionaires, and they thank you for it. Even worse, these rooms often run private progressive machines, meaning your massive jackpot isn't even connected to other casinos. The odds are smaller, but the illusion of exclusivity keeps players feeding them anyway. In short, the high-limit slots don't give better odds, they just make losing look luxurious. But while these rooms quietly drain the wealthy, the next machine targets the masses. One so common, you've probably played it without realizing it's mathematically unbeatable. Number 4, the licensed movie and TV slots, Hollywood's greatest heist. They're fun, they're flashy, they're nostalgic. You see your favorite shows: Game of Thrones, Walking Dead, The Simpsons, Jurassic Park, even Friends, all promising epic wins and bonus scenes that make you feel like part of the action. But according to ex-casino designers and floor managers, these licensed movie and TV slots are some of the worst performing and most predatory machines you can find. Why? Because those flashy logos and celebrity faces come with a steep cost. Not for the casino, but for you. Each licensed slot machine requires massive royalty payments to the studios that own the brand, often 15% or more of every dollar wagered. To offset that, casinos and manufacturers tighten the payout percentages. Translation: the more famous the brand, the worse the odds. You're not paying for a fair game, you're paying for the rights to nostalgia. Former IGT and Aristocrat employees have admitted that licensing costs often force casinos to set these machines as low as 85 to 87% RTP, return to player, meaning for every $100 you bet, you'll statistically lose $13 to $15. By comparison, even basic non-themed machines often return closer to 92 to 94%. That's a massive difference over hundreds of spins. But the real trick is psychological. The games don't just borrow the imagery, they mimic the drama. When you unlock a bonus, the screen floods with clips and theme music, distracting you from how little you actually win. You might hear a roar from Jurassic Park or a triumphant tune from The Lord of the Rings, but behind the spectacle, you've usually won a few dollars at best. It's all sound and cinema, one former floor tech explained. You're entertained enough not to notice you're losing. Even worse, these machines are frequently placed near entrances or bars, where tourists with a few drinks in hand are most likely to play based on recognition. That's why you'll never see generic machines up front. The themed ones are bait, pure and simple. According to data from the UNLV Center for Gaming Research, licensed slots generate some of the highest profits per square foot on the Strip. They don't pay better, they distract better. So next time you see your favorite actor on a slot screen, remember, they're not cheering for your win. They're getting royalties from your losses. And if you think that's manipulative, the next machine is worse. It's literally programmed to pretend you're in control, when in reality, every decision you make was rigged from the start. Number 3. The skill-based slots. The ultimate illusion of control. You've probably seen them. The new generation of slot machines with touchscreens, video game graphics, and slogans like "Your skill determines the win." They promise a modern twist on gambling, a mix between Candy Crush and Call of Duty where your reflexes supposedly matter. But ex-casino employees say these skill-based slots are the most deceptive innovation in the entire gaming industry, because they trick you into believing you can outsmart the house. In reality, you can't. Here's how the scam works. Unlike traditional slots, these games incorporate bonus rounds that appear to reward your performance, shooting aliens, matching tiles, picking symbols. What casinos don't tell you is that your skill only affects a tiny fraction of your payout, often less than 5% of the total return. The remaining 95% is determined by the same old random number generator that powers every other slot. In other words, whether you win or lose was decided before you even touched the screen. A former designer from Gamblit Gaming, one of the first companies to pioneer these machines, revealed that casinos demanded this hybrid format after younger players stopped caring about traditional slots. They wanted something that felt interactive, something that gave the illusion of agency. But what they got was a psychological trick. People are more willing to lose money when they believe it's their own fault. The player blames their skill, not the odds, one ex-floor manager explained. It keeps them playing longer. Even the interface reinforces that illusion. The colorful scoreboards, combo multipliers, and fast-paced sounds all mimic real video games, but they're carefully tuned to keep you just one win away from breaking even. And just like penny slots, skill-based machines rely on near misses, situations where you almost succeed to keep you hooked. According to data from the Nevada Gaming Control Board, skill-based slots actually have lower average payouts than most standard machines, roughly 85% RTP in many casinos, sometimes even less. Why? Because the extra features cost more to license, and the gameplay gives players false hope that masks how little they're actually winning. Casinos place these machines near arcades or sports bars, anywhere millennials might wander in, because they know the psychology works. You'll play longer when you think you're the variable. But while skill-based slots prey on ego, the next ones prey on something darker, greed itself. Machines that lure players with life-changing jackpots that almost no one will ever win. Number 2. The progressive jackpot slots, the $1 million mirage. It's the dream that's built an empire. One spin, one jackpot, one life-changing moment. The flashing mega jackpot banner, the spinning numbers that climb by the second. It all screams possibility. But according to former casino engineers and accountants, progressive jackpot slots are the biggest illusion of wealth ever created in gambling history. Because while they make millionaires once in a blue moon, they quietly bankrupt millions of others in the meantime. Here's how it works. Every time a player anywhere in the casino, or across a network of casinos, places a bet on a linked progressive machine, a small fraction, usually 1 to 3% of the wager, goes into a shared jackpot pool. That pool keeps growing until one lucky spin finally triggers it. Sounds fair, right? Except the math is brutal. The odds of hitting a top jackpot on a major progressive like Megabucks are around 1 in 49 million. You'd have a better chance of being struck by lightning twice in 1 year. And while that jackpot climbs higher, the base payouts on the machine shrink. Former IGT technicians confirmed that progressive slots have the lowest return to player rates of all, sometimes as low as 83 to 85%. The massive jackpot is a marketing tool, not a fair prize. You're not chasing a million, one ex-employee said. You're donating to it. Casinos know the psychology inside out. That spinning counter above the machine, the one ticking upward every second, isn't just for display. It's data-driven temptation. The human brain reads rising numbers as urgency and opportunity, making you think the jackpot is due. But jackpot timing is completely random, controlled by the same RNG, random number generator, that governs every other spin. The machine doesn't know it's been a while since the last win. It could take 5 minutes or 5 years. And while you wait, you're feeding the pool for someone else's win. According to Nevada gaming data, Megabucks alone generates over $1 billion in wagers annually, while paying out major jackpots only a few times per year. The cruelest part? When someone finally hits that life-changing prize, their name flashes across the casino screens. The perfect free commercial to draw the next wave of dreamers. The message is clear. Someone won. So can you. But statistically, that's the same as saying someone won the lottery, so buy 1,000 tickets. Progressive slots sell you hope, not odds, and they're the most profitable illusion in Vegas. But if you think those are bad, wait until you see the last machine on this list. One so cunningly designed that even casino employees warn, never touch it. Number 1. The Class 2 slots, the legal scam hiding in plain sight. They look like every other slot machine on the floor, spinning reels, colorful themes, and flashing lights promising instant riches. But these aren't real slots at all. They're Class 2 machines, a category most gamblers have no idea even exists. And according to former casino employees, they're the most deceptive games in the entire industry. Here's the shocking truth. Unlike traditional Class 3 slots, which rely on a random number generator to determine each spin's outcome, Class 2 slots don't spin randomly at all. They're secretly electronic bingo games disguised to look and sound like regular slots. When you hit spin, you're actually entering a virtual bingo draw against other players on the same network, not playing against the house in the usual sense. The reels? Pure decoration. The outcome is pre-decided by the bingo result before the reels even move. Casinos love them because they're cheaper to license, faster to install, and more legally flexible, especially in tribal casinos where gaming laws restrict Class 3 operations. But for players, they're a nightmare, because these machines can operate under completely different payout standards. Many Class 2 slots run with return-to-player rates as low as 80%, a figure that would be illegal for standard Vegas slots regulated by the Nevada Gaming Control Board. Ex-casino floor managers describe them as wolf in sheep's clothing machines. They mimic famous brands like Buffalo, Wheel of Fortune, or Lightning Link. Same look, same sounds, but the internal mechanics are totally different. You'd never know unless you read the fine print, one ex-technician confessed. The screen says Buffalo Gold, but the math running behind it isn't even close to the Vegas version. Even worse, because they're legally defined as bingo, their losses aren't tracked or disclosed the same way. No public payback data, no independent auditing, just trust in an industry built on taking your money. These machines thrive in states like Oklahoma, Alabama, and Florida, where tribal casinos dominate. And while some legitimate operators disclose the distinction, many don't, leaving tourists and locals alike believing they're playing a slot when they're really playing a bingo-shaped scam. Former employees put it bluntly: if the machine doesn't say Class 3 on its information plate, walk away. You're not gambling, you're donating. So yes, this is the one even casino insiders refuse to touch. The lights flash, the reels spin, and the fake jackpot jingles, but your odds? Already decided before your finger hits spin. So there you have it. 9 machines former casino employees say you should never play. They're bright, they're loud, and they're built to keep you hopeful while they drain your wallet. Remember, casinos don't make billions because people win. They make billions because people almost win. If you've ever fallen for one of these traps, tell me in the comments which one got you. And don't forget to subscribe, because next time we're exposing the hidden tricks behind loose slot myths that casinos don't want you to know.